Now coming back to your jingles journey, I think you've done over 2000 jingles, right? And in all languages. So how
Yes.
did you manage many languages? I mean, so how did you manage? I think Sinhalese and all you have done, right?
Yeah. Sinhalese, Nepali,
Yeah. So how
Carnatic.
did that happen? Or did you learn the language for it, or
Actually, Sneha, what happened is like I said, I didn't know I was going to become a singer, composer, voiceover.
correct?
Similarly, I didn't know I had a flair for languages. I just realized that I started speaking those languages. Like
Oh,
Tamil is my
wow.
mother tongue.
Correct. Yeah.
I was born in Jamshedpur, raised in Calcutta till my 10th standard. But till then, I was not exposed to the Bengali speaking and everything because we were in a South Indian locality.
Yeah.
Went to Delhi. We lived in a society called Purvasha, where the Bengalis were there. So it's only after leaving Calcutta my strength in Bangla came. Suddenly realized I could pick up Telugu, I could pick up Malayalam, I could pick up languages like with ease. Maybe my
Mhm.
observation skills were more,
Yeah.
and
Correct.
I could easily pick up. Okay, for this situation, they are saying this, and so much so that when I started doing jingles in the ad industry, each language supervisor would claim that I belong to their state. And that felt like an honor. A Malu would say, no, no, she's a Malayali. A Bengali would say, no, no, she's a Bengali. So I used to feel like really elated at the
Yeah.
same, so full of gratitude. Even today, any language you put me in that place or space for a couple of months, I have somewhere the divine has blessed me to be able to pick up those frequencies and converse in that
Yeah.
language.
So how
So,
many
and
languages do you know?
I
Or have you
speak over
sung in?
10. I've sung in over 20, including even Tulus and Konkani, Maithili,
Ah,
Bhojpuri, Chhattisgarhi. So many I've sung. Like I said,
wow.
Nepali, Arunachali, Assamese. So many I've sung. And the best compliments I've got is like they say nobody can make out that you're a non-state person. So that's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
huge compliment, which is
Compliment,
what I
yeah.
implement as a voice coach. I feel if you practice sounds from different parts of your oral cavity, you
Mm-hmm.
can sing any language. It's basically
Oh.
pushing air to, yeah, suppose I'm doing Malayalam. എന്താ
Mm.
ഇങ്ങനെ? Huh?
Yeah.
So I know that I have to push the air here and then release. Kire, কেমন
Mm.
আছিস? A Bengali. So I realize that these are where you take the air and release, gives a certain sound to a language.
Yeah, yeah.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Huh?
I think when you explain it that way, you start thinking about it. Otherwise, as we speak, we don't even think like
Ah,
how the different sounds are formed or how it comes
correct.
about.
These were my observations. Wherever I went, I started observing, okay, the Northeast people use a certain space. Then I went into observing the foreign, the way they would pick up or the way they would say. So I said, basically what it is, the air carries the sound. The vocal
Yeah,
cord is
yeah.
just the
Mm.
strumming, like it just
Yeah,
touches and facilitates the sound to travel.
correct,
So it's based on where hello means that means you're pushing the air to base of your oral cavity and doing.
correct.
എന്താണ് എങ്ങനെ? So I know that I'm pushing it here. These things made me, and I said, okay, I have to make this a part of my teaching. And so that's how my interest in languages grew. I kept observing. I still keep observing.
Yeah.
That helps me a lot.
So is it that after doing it in multiple languages, that is when you started looking into the voice coaching part of it, or have you been a voice coach from beginning?
Yeah, I was a music teacher. I was not a voice coach.
Okay,
So the
okay.
voice coaching has, yes, everything has a role to play. The jingles that I was doing, the kind of, uh, the, see, in 30 seconds you have to sell.
Yeah.
So there used to be attitude ones, there used to be soft ones, there used to be happy ones, but sometimes you get rejected.
Hmm.
That, oh no, your attitude is not there.
Yeah.
I think it's classical. So then I said, Why? Then some, oh, your pitch is not hitting, you're like, so all these used to make me think that if an instrument could play everything, isn't my voice also an instrument? Should I not start exploring that area? Should I not start seeing ऐसा क्या है that I cannot do?
Yeah. Yeah.
This started pushing me into that whole thing of doing self research. So wherever you go, you get to learn music. People teach you songs. People teach you
Correct.
sargam. People teach you
Correct.
alaptan. But nobody ever speaks about this instrument called voice and how is it used or how does it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went to many teachers. Everybody taught me singing. How to
Ragas
sing,
and
nobody
yeah.
teaches. So I said, if I only knew how to sing, maybe I wouldn't have faced these humiliations. Or at hindsight, I think that those humiliations were required so that I could
To
do that.
come. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
True.
Kaikeyi was required for Ram to become the King Rama.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
needed as an instrument for this whole Ramayana to happen. The same way,
Correct.
I needed these humiliations, disappointments, sarcasms. So that
Yeah.
made me work towards it. And I kind of started understanding, okay, Usha Utupji does it from here. Kavitaji does from here, Lataji does from here, somebody else does from here. So that's exactly. Then once I got a confidence and a hang of it, and I recorded myself and saw that, okay, I was in the right track, I said, now it's time to share.